Because tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again. Don't make me change my mind.
Hey, yo, so, I bought Monster Hunter at launch, like the day it came out. My roommate was like, yo, the new Monster Hunter game came out, and I was still on house arrest, and I was like, oh, that's sick. And then he went to the store and he grabbed it for me, and I sent him like Venmo. It was very nice of him. He was very kind to me. Shout out to him. And like, I played that shit for like 3 hours. And then I never picked it up again. I never turned that motherfucker on again. I tried to play it on my Twitch too. People saw me. People got involved. There was like 40 people on that stream that day. You know what I'm saying? Like, nope, never picked it up again. And the reason that I didn't pick it up again is fully fucking cosmetic. Hey, what's up? My name's Mohawk Johnson, and I be doing stuff on the internet. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Today's about to get racial. It's about to get, and before you go, oh, you're making it, you're bringing politics into the game. Did this, not me. I'm just reacting to something that the game did, or rather, it didn't do. I stopped playing Monster Hunter Rise the day after I got it, which was the day it came out, because they ain't had no nigga hair. That's it. They ain't had no nigga hair. And a lot of games don't. And I know a lot of people are gonna go, oh, why would you give up on a game because they don't have the hair you like? Okay, I've played Elden Ring with y'all. Y'all will reset an entire save after beating like 10 bosses because you don't like your fucking loadout, and then you won't touch the game for months. I had that motherfucker in my case with all the other games for a long ass time, like 4 months, and then I just gave it to a friend of mine because he was interested in it, and I ain't fucking want it no more. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Creative character functions need to include everybody. You need to be able to create a motherfucking character. It shouldn't have taken, 20, 30 years for them to add customization to Pokemon, and then we didn't see our first black people until Generation 5. Like, there was just no niggas in Pokemon until Generation 5. And I know what some of you are gonna say. They're gonna be like, oh, there weren't any black people because the regions are based on Japan and shit. There's motherfuckers with purple hair. There's gym leaders with bright pink hair who do karate. I don't want to fucking hear it. Like, you can make if you can make a person with genetically, like, naturally occurring pink hair, you can make actual brown people, because one of those is real. So, like, shut the fuck up. I stopped playing Monster Hunter Rise, and I stopped playing Monster Hunter Rise because I wanted my character to look like me, or at least look like something, instead of like whatever the fuck this is, whatever that shit is. And Capcom got that shit bad. They did it in Dragon's Dogma, and that was 2012, and I accepted it. I accepted that in 2012. I was like 17. I had just started college. I didn't fucking know any better. I let that shit ride. Me, as an adult, in 2023 now, playing a game that came out in 2021 when it launched, I expect better. Especially because Monster Hunter, why do I keep saying Dragon Hunter? Because all I do is think about Rathalos. Sexy ass. But yeah, no, I just couldn't get behind it. I just couldn't get behind not being able to make my character look like me in the 21st century, in the 2020s. Like, I thought we had moved beyond that. I thought we had figured that out by now. I had hoped we had fucking figured that out by now, but apparently the fuck not. Apparently fucking not. Apparently we haven't figured out shit. And Capcom kind of got it right with Monster Hunter Iceborne. Like, it was DLC, but like, they kind of admitted, yeah, there are a lot of black people who can't have hairstyles that make them look like them, and I thought that we had moved past that problem in the next Monster Hunter release, which happened 4 years later. I think Monster Hunter World came out in like 2017, 2018, some shit like that, maybe a little bit before or after. I remember playing it for the first time in 2020, but I think it's older than that. And yeah, I thought by the time Rise came out, they were like, all right, cool, we're not gonna make an entire type of person downloadable content. I don't want to be downloadable content. I don't want to be downloadable content in video games the same way I don't want my history to be an elective in schools. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been here the whole time in both regards. Especially since Capcom kind of goes out of its way to put black people in video games anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, DJ been in Street Fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, other characters of other cultures been in other Capcom properties. So it's fascinating to me that like Capcom goes out of its way to include black people or include some of the black people that they see in the world, but they only do it as caricature. And before anybody goes, well, it's Japan, it's a Japanese company. Capcom has a USA branch. There's a Capcom of America. You can just call them on the phone and be like, yo, what do black people look like? And then they could send you Google images and you could just make characters based off of the Google images alone of what black people look like. You could just make characters off of that. That way I don't have to look like Michael fucking Jordan or Tiger from Tekken 3. You could just do that. Like, that's not hard. Also, like, Japan has a history of drawing racist caricatures of black people. Japan is not ignorant to the fact that these things are offensive. I don't think a culture of people that helped the Nazis during World War II and supported them on the propaganda front by drawing anti-Semitic images of Jewish people during the war effort has any qualms about just making black people look bad or look silly because haha. And I don't think they're ignorant to the fact that that's harmful. Okay, we're talking about a country that has just been harmful to people in the way they represent them in their art on purpose. And it's time we stop making excuses like, oh, they don't know any better. People fucking know better. If you can invent a fucking magnet train, you can look at what black people look like and then give them more than one hairstyle. Shut the fuck up. Stop it. So yeah, no, I stopped playing Monster Hunter Rise because I is a nigga that could not look like one. And I refuse to play games where I cannot make my character look like myself if they give me customization options. Cause fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. I deserve to be here. That's it. That's all. And before any of you dumbasses go, oh, well, why don't you make your own video game? I'm not a fucking video game designer, and I shouldn't have to design video games in order to be included in games that already include me in a way that's offensive. They literally do put me in anyway. I'm an option anyway. I just don't want to be a fucking joke. I just don't want to be an afterthought. I don't want to be DLC. I don't like that Monster Hunter Rise didn't think about including different ways I could look like myself as DLC because I was a fucking afterthought, even though the afro was funny enough to be up. You know what I'm saying? I want to fucking hear it. Wrong is wrong, and I feel like in 2021 we knew better, and in 2023, 2 years later, now that I'm talking about this shit, we definitely fucking know better. We know better. Capcom knows better. They fucking elected not to. Hell no, Capcom said there's two niggas, Tiger from Tekken and Michael Jordan.